Okay, let's just jump right into it. If you're a parent today, you already know the career jungle out there for your kids is, well, it's way more complicated than it used to be. And the big question seems to be boiling down to this. Should they be reaching for a white coat or a keyboard? Today, we're going to break down two absolute powerhouse careers, doctor versus software engineer, especially in this wild new age of AI.
It really is true, isn't it? The ground is literally shifting under our feet. That rock-solid advice we all got, be a doctor, it's stable. It now feels a little, a bit outdated, like something you'd find on an old VHS tape. AI has completely crashed the party, and it is rewriting the rules for what a safe and successful career even looks like anymore.
All right, let's start with one topic every parent pretends they don't care about, but come on, we all absolutely do: the money. Now, when we look at software engineering versus medicine, it's not just about how much they earn, but when they earn it. It really is a financial sprint versus a very, very long marathon.
Let's just talk numbers for a second. Look at this one, $500,000. That's roughly what a savvy software engineer could have in earnings and investments before a med student even finishes their first year of residency. I mean, that is a massive head start. Let's see how that actually breaks down.
So this timeline is absolutely key. At age 22, the software kid can walk straight into a six-figure salary. They might be moving out before you've even finished paying for their braces. The med student, on the other hand, is just starting that long journey and, let's be honest, probably racking up some serious debt. But then, by their early 30s, the doctor finally starts earning that big, real adult money, and their job security is basically bulletproof. It's a sprint with a fast paycheck versus a marathon with a huge, shiny medal at the very end.
But hey, money isn't everything, right? We have to talk about the massive elephant in the room, AI. Is it a career-ending threat, or is it a revolutionary new tool? Well, the answer, it turns out, is very different for each of these professions.
For software developers, AI has basically kicked down the door and announced, hey, I'm here and I can do your job now. We're already seeing entry-level hiring drop because AI is just so good at handling all the grunt work. It's like having a super smart intern that works 24/7 and never asks for snacks or a paycheck. The game is changing for sure. Being a simple coder just isn't going to be enough anymore. And this right here illustrates the difference perfectly. For doctors, AI is becoming a really helpful assistant. It files paperwork, it highlights symptoms, it makes their job smoother, not smaller. But for software engineers, AI is more like a supercharged coworker who writes code faster than you can microwave a pizza. The job isn't disappearing, but wow, is it changing shape. So this is why medicine is so incredibly resilient to an AI takeover. It has what you could call a human moat. Think about it. AI can help with a diagnosis, sure, but it can't perform a physical exam. It can't hold a scalpel. And it sure can't comfort a grieving family. Doctors are legally, emotionally, and physically required. And let's be honest, AI isn't about to master the art of saying, this might sting a little with a straight face. So, what does this all mean for the future software engineer? Well, the winners, the ones who are going to thrive, will be the ones who command the AI, not compete with it. They'll need to be the architects who design the systems, the big-picture thinkers who can direct these incredibly powerful new tools. It's really about treating AI like a power tool, not a replacement. The thinkers, the planners, and the architects, they're the ones who will succeed. Okay, so beyond the money and the AI, let's talk about the most important factor of all, your kid's actual personality. This is where the real decision is. It's not about stability or salary. It's about purpose. Are they fundamentally a social healer, someone who is driven to mend and care? Or are they a logical builder, driven to create and innovate? Forcing one into the other's path is just a recipe for a very, very unhappy career. So let's figure out which one your kid might be.
So let's look at these two profiles. Does your kid love biology? Do they actually enjoy human connection and get genuinely energized by the idea of helping people directly? That's the social healer. Their sense of value comes from that "I saved a life today" glow, making a difference one person at a time. Medicine could be their calling. Or do they love puzzles and logic? Do they get a thrill from creating elegant solutions and dream of building something that millions of people will use, maybe while working from home? That's the logical builder. Their purpose is found in creation, in optimization, and in seeing their work scale. The world of software is waiting for them.
So just take a second and really think about it. Which one of those truly sounds like your kid? Forget the job titles for a moment. What really makes them tick? When they solve a problem, do they feel a sense of empathy or a sense of satisfaction? Do they want to be in the room where it happens, face to face, or do they want to build the room itself? Their happiness, their success, it's going to depend way more on that alignment than on any salary number or AI trend.
So, after all this, what does it mean for us as parents? Well, in this ridiculously fast-changing world, we just can't be the directors who hand our kids a life script anymore. It's not going to work. Our role is shifting. We need to become more of a guide, an advisor, a co-pilot, helping them navigate their own journey.
And right here, this is the key takeaway from our whole explainer today. Your job isn't to choose for them. It's to arm them with the questions they need to ask themselves. It's to help them discover if they're the healer or the builder, the one who wants to comfort people or the one who wants to command machines. Your real role is to help them build that self-awareness. And hey, look, if they still don't know what they want to do, don't worry about it. Let's be real. Half of us didn't know what we were doing until our 30s anyway. Some of us still don't. We're just better at pretending. The best thing we can do is give them the tools to understand themselves and the courage to explore the world they're about to enter. The question isn't just what they will do, but really who they will become.